Hello from the Yarn Closet in Southern Arizona. I'm Laura. That's Mitzi. I think that's the only one we have in here right now. It's Thanksgiving. So I have my work from this week. I have decided, remember how I made that hat and fingerless gloves for the lady at work, the teacher at work? And I did it on 4.0 needles. I've decided to do a hat with a 3.25 brim and then a 4.0 body. And I did this with, I think that's 2.75. I did this little, this is a cotton wool blend. It's a Mayfair yarn. And I got a bunch of it a few years ago. I wanted to see if doing a hot pad would be thick enough in a single layer. And you know, this is the kind where you start with a chain and then you go around and around and around and you just single crochet and then you get whatever that square is. You smell like pee. There is a cat in here and she's stinky. So it does work. So this is a little trivet, maybe a little hot pad. I'm gonna find a full skein or more to go ahead and make some more, because I think I have another skein of the blue and I think I have some gray, and that's a quick, easy project. I need easy things at school. So the give and get. Here's my give. It's a set. See? Acrylic, superwash. This is just a tube, so it can wrap around twice. Here's the hat. Yes, it's totally more than what they said, but you know, I don't care. I had it, didn't cost me anything, so there we go. And then we did a Secret Santa in the middle school, and of course I got the principal. So that'll be fun. My daughter will be in middle school next year. Can you even tell that I dyed my eyelashes today? I dyed them. I've done the black dye before. This one I got the light brown. Here, I'm gonna show you something, because someone said that I didn't do this very well. And now I can't do this very well because I can't see. See, there's Mocha down there. See the little thing? It's a little cat. Come on. So I can set it to either keep Mocha in or out, or to let the cats come and go. And that's why we got it, to let the cats come and go and be able to shut bedroom doors at night, but still have them open. But yeah, light brown. I think you can tell in some spots. And it had me wait for 20 minutes. I think the problem is I just don't have many lashes at all, but I can't wear mascara because it irritates my eyes so much. And yes, that can irritate your eyes if you don't do it carefully, but I do it very carefully. So I will have a hat for the principal, because it's not for a couple more weeks. I did just go through some yarn today and make a basket of sock tubes that I can make into either mittens or fingerless gloves. And then next year, we will have bunting, pumpkins, and leaves. Never again. Not ever again in my life. Not ever again. I hate doing circles. And this is like also a circle, but not so bad. But no, I am not like an amigurumi fan. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. I don't like stuffing things. It's not my deal. But we will have that for next year in the library at school. And I think the kids will get a kick out of it. My husband really doesn't like holiday celebrations of any kind, so that's how that works. We're going to my aunt's for Thanksgiving. We did our Thanksgiving yesterday, which is pretty easy when it's just 4 people. I'm not loving how this is growing out, but I'm going to keep letting it go because I think I will love it when it gets a little bit longer because it'll be more flippy on the ends, and then I will do some more shaping by my face. I don't think there's quite enough shaping by my face is what the problem is. There's like a chunk, but it's too light. See, it's just a chunk. I think I want a little bit more, but I don't know. I really do like how my white is coming in. And like when I twist it back here and you can see the gray, I kind of like that. And so I'm going to try to do a few more styles. The problem is if I could just shower every day and do my hair, but when you share the shower in the bathroom with the kids, it makes it a little bit harder. So if I could just do that every day, it would be great. If the kids could make their own breakfast, that would certainly help. One of them does. The other one can, but she doesn't. She could also make her lunch, but she doesn't. And people are like, why do you still do those things? Why don't you force it? Well, because I can't drive. You know, this is the time when there's special things starting to happen in her life and interests. She's going to middle school. This is a time when I started to go out to lunch with my mom and have girl chats. And that just can't happen as it is right now. I'm going to try to make that happen a little bit more. We do have one bar restaurant that's near our home that has like a seating area out in a different room from the bar. So I'm thinking maybe I can get my son to drop us off there and then come back and pick us up in an hour. And that would certainly work. And I think that would be fun for her. And I think she'll need that because every girl needs that as they're growing up. And I'm trying to be very grateful and optimistic this year as the middle of the school year and the year switches over from 2025 to 2026. I mean, I think so many of us have actually forgotten the panic that so many people were in 2020 and the stress and the strain. And even though finances are ridiculous, we have options and life is good. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. And if you don't have an abundance of money, you might have an abundance of time. And that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, I give of my time because that's where my abundance is, my effort. I have an abundance of thought, so I can pray and I can think positively for people. I can knit and crochet whether they like it or not. I don't know. But I think even if people don't actually use gifts, the fact that they realize somebody made it for them and took all that time, I think then it has impact. I gave a gift to a person this year and I didn't think they appreciated it, but then I heard from them a few weeks later in a story, them using it and their spouse giving them a hard time. They were relaying this in a story and I thought, oh, well, that's cool. So that makes me happy. My parents were very, very sick with the influenza A, but they are better now, and my oldest dad has not gotten it, so that is good news. They're going to maintain their regular schedule this Friday, and then next Friday I actually work and get paid, so that's good news for me. And it's just yarn in there and some books. They're so funny. They're so funny. They're so funny. I just love them. And the kids, you know, they're growing up and we're in a different season of parenting. And it feels great, you know. I wasn't thrilled when I became 50, but now that I'm 54, I'm with the medication change that I did last summer. I really think that's helped immensely, and I'm grateful that I can do that, and that I have insurance that covers that. Although I don't like the insurance that my husband and kids have to deal with, because he's on a different one than they're on. I'm grateful that they have something, and you know, that it's doable. And that's just how I'm having to frame everything now, is just how much gratitude I have for the things. I'm grateful for you, that you're here, and I really appreciate the time you spend with me, the time you spend supporting, commenting, emailing, you know, liking. It's just nice, and I appreciate it. It's not always easy when you're going through hard times or disability. I am legally blind. It bothers me far more than I let on. Far more than I let on. If I wasn't, I'd be doing a job and being paid for it full time, because there'd be more confidence in the situation, in me. It doesn't matter that I've been there for, this is my 3rd school year. I get what I get, and I don't throw a fit like we teach the kids. Life isn't perfect. You have to deal with that on some level. All parts of life aren't perfect.